10 months ago, I was even broken. I was grieving from losing my mother-in-law, and also I had issues at work. I didn't know whether I was doing my right job, or I didn't understand what I was doing. I have been constantly criticized or constantly being blamed for everything. And this was the time that I broke down. This was the time that I felt like this whole world was against me. And this is where the diary of becoming began. Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So here I am with another video from the episode 3 of Diary of Becoming. So to be honest, I'm super proud about myself. As I told you at the beginning of the video, 3 months ago, I was a broken girl. I was really upset and I was grieving losing my mother-in-law, and I was doing a job that I wasn't really happy about, and I have been constantly criticizing, but still I didn't stood up for myself, or I didn't wanted to do anything because I felt like saying something or doing something was being rude to someone because I believed in kindness. But here I am today with a totally different version of myself. I believe I am really grateful, to be honest, about the version that I became, and I am not gonna blame for the harder times that I had and the lessons that it gave me for the past 10 months, because it is the reason that I am this version of myself today. I believe that the hardest times that we have in our life are gonna carve us to become that best version of ourselves. I truly believe, like a caterpillar turns into a very beautiful butterfly end of the day with the whole big process, like a lot of process, so as that the life is going to turn you into that beautiful butterfly. And trust that process, and trust these hard times are going to be the best times, who's going to teach you the lessons, who's going to help you grow, evolve, and be that best version of you. So as I told you, losing my mother-in-law 10 months ago wasn't really easy. It has been really a roller coaster in my life, because me myself as the eldest, as you all know, in Sri Lankan family, especially with a girl who doesn't have her dad, she carries a lot of responsibilities. Like, she carries the whole responsibility of their sisters and brothers. So I did have 2 sisters and a brother. So being the eldest with my mom, I had to be very strong and very responsible. But when I was with my mother-in-law, my husband is the youngest in his family, so he was always loved, cared, and pampered. So being the youngest daughter-in-law, it was a different feeling. I was always being pampered and nurtured. I really cherish those moments with her, which is why I'm smiling right now. But I knew my mother-in-law for 8 long years, and even though she didn't brought me up here, or she didn't give me birth, doesn't mean she can't be a motherly part for me. So she was really one of the greatest human beings that I have ever met, and kindest human beings, and the most humble human beings that I have ever met, which I see that from Pandu. So it was a huge reason that I was healing. I had to do a very big part of me to heal and to get over it. It wasn't easy. Sometimes still I am struggling with it, but I think the universe gave me a lesson to accept things as it is. So no matter how many times that we try, no matter how much we try harder to control things, it's really hard. The best thing is, as human beings, what I learn is death is something that we should accept. Even in Buddhism, it says death is something that we have to accept. It's not in our control. Aging, death is not in our control. So as long as I have no regrets, and I had so many beautiful memories, after 8 months of time, 10 months of time, I learned I have to embrace those memories that I had together, and which is why I'm doing this video is also for y'all. If they ever lived, if you lost someone that you really loved, remember, they would never want you to be down, or they never will wanted you to be like always crying because of them, because they always wants you to be that happier and prettier and best version of yourself. So my mother-in-law was someone who always encouraged me, Pandu, to be that best human beings in this world. So after so much of hard work, I learned the lesson that she gave me, and I love her so much still, and I will always love her. And one day I would tell the whole world, there are mother-in-laws like her who will always treat you like a daughter. So my lovelies, it wasn't so easy for us, because I'm from Sri Lanka. I had to go to the funeral in Sri Lanka and come back to work. And like when I started working without my family, and I was grieving, and my husband was grieving as well, it was so hard for us, when you don't have any family around you, or when you don't have anyone around you, and starting your life from the scratch again, from a different country with different people, like not even from where you were born, and your friends are not here, like your family is not here. So it wasn't easy, but we were really blessed to have good, like some of the good work colleagues and some people who really truly helped us. I don't know how to explain it to you all. Like, I'm so grateful for it. The reason that everything happens is for us to learn something out of it. In during the toughest times, the universe teaches us lessons, don't they? So after coming from Sri Lanka over here, there were people who really helped us, and also there were people who didn't understand how hard it was to lose a mother-in-law. So I have been constantly picked up at work or some other places, and I have been constantly criticized. I have been always blamed to like expressing how I felt, and we are all human beings. We are here to like express ourselves. We have the freedom to tell what we feel, do what we want to do. But for me, I felt for those 8 months like I was in a jail. I couldn't tell what I wanted. I couldn't express what I wanted. Sometimes when I tell something, the way that people saw it was different. That is, I do understand now. That is because the universe wanted me to show that they were not the right people, and the people who were around you are the reason that your energy is really positive or negative, my lovely. So be very careful with the people that you associate. And during the time that I had those harder times, grieving at work, and also with friends, and also with people, sometimes with family, not my family, but like call family. It wasn't that easy to deal with everything when people keep on judging you constantly, keeping criticizing you, giving you those hard times when you are grieving. When everything comes together, this is the place that you or myself started like training, and then there was this time that I blasted. It wasn't that easy to explain how I felt. I really got a very bad headache, and there was these 2 times that I felt like I'm going to kill myself. I wanted to stab myself because I was a chef. I wanted to stab myself with the knife. And then there was this second time that I felt like I'm going to die. I don't want to live. And I called my younger sister, and I couldn't explain it to Pandu either, because I was really afraid, because he was grieving. He was struggling to losing his mom. And he's such an understanding husband, but still I was wondering how can I tell him what I was feeling. So this is where I said, my sister, something is wrong with me. And I said to her that this is not the person that I want to be. I am constantly getting angry. I am constantly being that version that I want to be, and something is wrong. I'm having a very bad headache. I feel like I'm gonna die tomorrow. And the reason that I wanted to call her was I wanted to tell her, tomorrow if I didn't live, please look after like Amma, like my mom. That was what I really wanted to tell her, because I am very responsible to my family, and I felt like, what if I die? What is going to happen to my mom? So, you know that feeling. The reason that I'm opening up today is not because like I thought to open up today, is because I want women, I want men, or whoever is gonna watch this video to be empowered, to be encouraged, to be motivated, to be that better versions of yourselves. Because if I can do it, you can do it as well. So I don't know how it felt at that time, and this is where I, like, in Sri Lanka, it's very hard and very rare that people will understand mental illnesses. Like, it's very rare that people talk about, mental health. But I was fortunate enough that I had people who understood that mental health is vital as well, especially even Pandu and my family and few of my friends. I am really grateful for them, which is why I'm standing here today doing this video to encourage millions of women, millions of people around the world. So then after that, this was the time that I struggled. I didn't understand how to explain it. Looking back, now I understand the reason that everything happened was for me to understand life, and was for me to be this version of myself. Because if that never happened, I would never be this version today. So I didn't understand about what was going on at that time. I didn't even believe that this is going to transform into a beautiful chapter in my life. But it did. And here I am today. I'm so proud about myself. Diary of Becoming became this because I went through that hard time, and I wanted to share my journey, and I wanted you all also to be encouraged. So see, here I am. As I told you, like, I started getting medication and therapy, and also to be happy, like, I had a very good husband, Pandu. He bought me a camera, and he said me, I'm gonna buy you I wanted to stop doing YouTube, and I wanted to stop content creation because of certain things that came from outsiders, and some of the criticism that went through. People were telling that I have been like oversharing things, and I have been like, I have been doing something that shouldn't be done. And then I wanted to stop. I totally I deactivated my Facebook account, and I deactivated my Instagrams. I deactivated everything. I didn't wanted to speak to anyone. I wanted to stay alone, and there was this time I didn't wanted to socialize either. It wasn't that easy for me. But Pandu, my husband, said me, you should not stop doing YouTube. You have to keep carrying, and you have to keep going. You have to keep doing. To be honest, he asked me, what do you want? And I said him, I wish I had a good camera. And he bought me a good camera, and he said me to promise him 5 things. So these 5 things were the reason that I became that person today, which is why I'm gonna share. He said me to promise him that I'm gonna love myself. He said me to promise to keep on doing videos, do not stop. And then after that, he said me to do physical activities. The third thing was, he said me to go to the gym, keep going, keep doing, keep working out, don't stop. Come to that person, be that person you really wants to be that physically fit person. And I started going to the gym as well. Fourth thing he said me was, he said me to dress beautifully. He said me, don't you stop being that beautiful person. You have to wear beautifully. You have to love yourself. Keep glowing, keep growing. That's what my husband said. He was like, be that person. Do whatever you love. Do whatever you like. He said me to be obsessed with myself. He took me out, and he bought me a lot of dresses, and he bought me I didn't ask him to, but he's the one who selected those dresses for me. I don't know. I felt I am really grateful to have him. And then he said me, each week I have to upload like one video. Then I did. So those 5 things, after I started going to the gym, started journaling, started loving myself, and started my spiritual practices like meditation, and I started to do some gratitude journals. I didn't stop anything, and it was really helping me. If it wasn't Pandu, or if it wasn't for the harder times, or if it wasn't for the people who criticized me and judged me, I wouldn't be this person. Even you wouldn't be. So don't blame for the harder times that you're gonna have in your life, because it is gonna convert you, and it is gonna teach you the best lessons, and it is gonna be the reason that you're glowing like a diamond, my lovelies. You know, as I always tell you, a diamond won't be formed without immense pressure. So as that, the life will give you, like the life will throw you so many things in your life. Like, don't ever give up just because it throws you so many things, just because like people tell you things. And I learned from those hard times, I should never let anyone to give me validations, or just because I want them to be a part of my family or be a part of me, that I should always be disrespected. I know being kind is something nice, but also saying no to certain things is also something that you should do. Because if you are with people who drains your energy, who always criticize you, or who always like make you feel like you're empty, you're low, those are a real red flag. And also, my lovelies, during this time I learned about people who were around me and the people who really cherish me. Because you know, we call people friends, and there can be friends who are going to be with us during the toughest time, and who's going to be with us in the happier time. But there are people who will be with us during the both times, no matter what is going to happen, unchanged. So I learned things, which is why I'm just telling you, don't stop being that person just because you have harder times. Criticism is also an encouragement. People are also an encouragement, and the harder times are also a lesson in your life. So this was my transformation journey. This is the way that I became that person. That is because I trusted myself, and I had few people just who trusted me, and I never gave up. So I could be that person. I think you can be that person as well. Even I quit my job. I'm just telling you, if you don't have any like financial, like we all will struggle at the beginning, but still for your peace, if you're in a place where your energy is drained, find another job. You are deserving, and you deserve to have that best life. There's nothing impossible if you give some effort. Don't tell negative things. I know it's hard for people to stop saying negative things, but trust me, I am doing a challenge on my Instagram for 30 days of transformation to become that best versions of ourselves, as I'm doing the diary of becoming as well. So if you can join that channel, and if you can join our Instagram page, if you can also, I would like to invite you all. Like, I am super proud of you. Trust me, if there's no one else who's gonna trust you, I will trust you, because I know the value of someone being trusted and someone being guided, and I really appreciate it, and I am really grateful for it. So if you join the 30 days challenge on my YouTube channel, it is about doing journal, like waking up every morning with a purpose. Waking up every morning with a purpose, and you start your day with a gratitude journal. You can do meditation for 5 to 6 minutes or 10 minutes, whichever the time that you are capable of. And then after that, you can tell positive affirmations to shape your day, the rest of your day, or anything that you want to manifest. And then this is how you're gonna start your day, and you can at least do a 5 minutes workout to give yourself some energy. So if you would love to join this, I would like to appreciate you all. Join it, and hashtag, you can tag me on my Instagram, voiceofchethana. saying the 30 days challenge of becoming. So how do you felt about like my journey? Like I have like shared the old version of myself, and I have shared the version that I am currently. And what do you felt? Are you feeling encouraged, or do you want to be that person? And do you believe that if I could, that you can be that version of yourself as well? So what I can tell you is, join hands together. Let's be that better version of ourselves. And if you're struggling right now or going through your hard times right now, remember, this is the chapter that is going to change into a bigger chapter and a beautiful chapter. And you deserve to be that beautiful butterfly, even if you are right now in the process of being a caterpillar and the rest. So that's the message for today. If you think that my videos are really wonderful, and if you feel like my videos are encouraging, you can share with people to encourage more women, encourage more people. And also I would like to invite you all to like, share and subscribe to my channel, so I can do more videos to be that best versions of ourselves, and to do more videos about spirituality and those beautiful journeys. So my lovelies, this is the end of the video. I'll see you on another video next week. And if you all would love to see more videos, please do not forget to comment below about any video that you would love to watch. And until I see you next time, please do not forget to stay safe, and you are going to be that best version of yourself. Love you all. Bye.